on, guys? Kelton with Under Pressure Power Washing Services. If you've ever been told that you're too expensive, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. So let's talk about it a little bit. So when somebody says that you're too expensive, there's usually a few things that they're looking at, and I want you to kind of focus on this for me. When someone says you're too expensive, first and foremost, what they're saying is maybe they can't afford you. Okay? It doesn't mean that your prices are too expensive. You're closing those jobs. You are getting those bids. Even at a 50% close rate, you're getting those bids. So you're not too expensive. That's just not your customer. They might be saying that they don't value what you do. You know, there are people who, you know, you might tell them $300 for a house wash, and they're going to say, hey, that's way too expensive. You know, that's not, I'm not paying somebody $300 to wash my house when it's something I can do for myself. They don't value your service. The case in point is they might think $300 is too expensive for a house wash. They got a $1,500 iPhone in their hand. Okay, so it's just the phone has the value. They find value in that, but they don't find value in the service that you offer. And then finally, what it could be is maybe you failed to sell the value of the service that you offer. So you might have 3 guys that all offer the exact same level of quality, but you lack the confidence, or you lack the ability to speak to that customer and what that customer cared about, and you failed to sell them on the value of the service that you offer. So it's really not so much your prices that people might think are too expensive. It could be that, again, they can't afford you. If you keep hearing that you're too expensive and people can't afford you, it might actually be where you're marketing to. So anyways, it could be that they can't afford you. It could be that they don't value what you serve, they don't value what your product is, or you just failed to sell the product to them. Most of the time, it's not necessarily going to be your prices. It's not going to be that you're too expensive. I know a lot of times when we hear that we're too expensive, the first thing we do is we go to cut in our prices, and it's really not what you want to do. You want to be really consistent. And the thing is your prices should reflect what your ambition is for your company. What are your goals for your company? You know, do you plan on being a single owner operator from here until you die, or do you plan on growing it to an actual company where you have employees and you get a higher overhead? If you're only charging 12 cents a square foot because that supports what your financial needs are as a single owner operator, but you have a desire to eventually one day hire employees and, you know, take on those payroll expenses and you know, the additional overhead and having the office and having all the additional software and paying the additional taxes and things like that, 12 cents a square foot isn't going to support that. So you're going to have to charge more. So what are you going to do? Are you going to go ahead and get this huge client list now at 10 to 12 cents a square foot, and then whenever you decide to hire some technicians, then you're going to throw an extra 6 cents a square foot on your prices and upset a lot of your customers? You have to look long term. What is your long term goal with it? So just think about that whenever somebody tells you that you're too expensive. What are they really trying to say to you? Are you closing jobs at the square footage rate that you're charging? And if you are, what's your close rate look like? If you're only closing 30%, you might be a little expensive. You might want to come down a little bit. But if 30% close rate supports your needs, that's you. Go for it. I mean, I would definitely be expensive if I was only closing 30%. I'm expensive, but the quality is there. That's me being expensive is the value of the work that I do, matching the quality of the work that I do. So I already know I'm expensive, but that's by design. Okay, and also I'm trying to build this company, and I'm trying to have technicians, and you know, and I'm paying the taxes and stuff. So again, when someone says that you're too expensive, just look at what those different things might possibly be. And if you're being told that you're too expensive repeatedly, look at where you're marketing. you might be marketing to the wrong area. Your quality that you're providing might not match the area that you're servicing. You know, if there's another town, you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away that, you know, maybe it's higher income and it's people who have disposable income that are looking for your kind of service that you provide, you might be making that drive every day, but you'll be better off for it because you'll be positioned in a place where you can actually receive the value of the service that you're offering. So anyways, that's my tip for you guys. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit. I know it's really discouraging when you get told that a bunch in the beginning. So just keep your head up and just really try to figure out what it is that customer is saying whenever they say that you're too expensive. It could be as simple as they just don't value what you're doing. So make sure that you're setting yourself up for success by identifying what your perfect customer looks like, what their average household income looks like, you know, what their professions look like. All these things are going to be key indicators of where and who you need to be marketing to. So, all right, that's it. I'm out. See y'all.